is Ellen, Unique, as you know. I just wanted to talk about just a lot of different things going on in the world today. So I know we mentioned COVID, we went over that. I want to talk about racism and police brutality because that's a huge issue right now. It's been an issue for like hundreds of years, but I feel like there's this big change happening right now where everyone's really acknowledging it as a major issue, something that needs to be addressed and can't just continue to be passed over from generation to generation. So some solutions, some thoughts, some ideas. I just want to kind of jump in that. I guess when it comes to police brutality and racism, it's not a quick fix solution. It's not a quick fix thing that we can deal with. It's definitely something that we have to take in strides. We have to be patient, understanding. We have to be willing to listen, learn, and grow. We have to. We have to start becoming each other's allies. And I guess the first step to doing that and being able to really accept that, listening, learning, growing, is acknowledging that we are all a part of one race, and that's the human race. We can just, I guess, maybe hone into that fact and get rid of the ignorance and the small-minded thought process of, okay, we're human, but you're black, we're human, but you're white, we're human, but you're Chinese, then we'll get somewhere. So that's the first thing. I definitely want us to all just acknowledge that we're all a part of one race, and that's the human race. Jane Elliott said it best. She's amazing. Check out her video. She has it. I've seen it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. She's great at really breaking down that thought process, I guess, and understanding the facts of humans and not getting caught up in the myths that your pop, your granddad, whoever told you about why racism is so important, why race in itself is so important. It's not. That's one. So once we can get to that, I think we can really open our ears and be open to change, be open to growth. And that's from both parties. So another part is just being open to change. So as a white person, I guess it would be possibly open to the idea of correcting your friends, correcting your parents when you hear a joke that's inappropriate, when you hear something that doesn't sound right, doesn't rub you the right way. Instead of doing maybe what felt comfortable, which is just allowing it to go by, allowing it to be unaddressed, is to start addressing it, really letting people know that's a problem, that's not okay. You are stigmatizing or racially profiling, disrespecting a party, a people, a race, a being, whatever the case, however you want to call it. So just being willing to have those uncomfortable conversations. That could be one way. Another way as a black woman for me would be to just be open to change. Acknowledge that it's not going to happen overnight. Yes, there's going to be people that are going to ride that wave and say, oh yeah, Black Lives Matter, but really they don't care. They're holding up fake signs and stuff, not mentioning any names. But we can acknowledge that people are trying to change, people are trying to grow, and be willing to accept that and be willing to help them and be teachers in helping them grow and learning better ways to communicate and understanding what we're going through as black people. And I think once we can do that, that would be awesome. Like, I think as an example, if you go on Dow's Kill page, she did a whole post about how she posted something that was inappropriate, but she corrected herself, apologized. I thought that was huge because I've never really seen her. I'm a huge fan of Dow's Kill as a clothing company, that's what it is. And I've never seen her, the CEO or owner, I've never seen them talk about any topic that's going on, including COVID-19 now that I think about it. But she came out and she corrected herself on this. And to me, that shows change, that shows growth, that shows you trying. I just want to see people try to do better. I understand that historical lessons aren't going to just poof, I'm a new me, but we have to be willing to accept that people are trying, they are. And I think if we accept that, and then on the other hand, people actually try, then we'll be able to stop that cycle, stop that circle, stop that loop. That is to, again, break that loop. So we'll get into more details as the Sunday Solutions goes on because, like I said, this isn't going to be overnight. This is something that's going to take time, so we're going to address it probably every Sunday if we need to, or at least every other Sunday if we need to, because it is something that needs to change. It is something that we need to grow as a country out of. And another thing that I really want to kind of just touch on before we leave here is the police brutality. So that, I understand, is a major issue. For me, I know people that are police. I have friends that are police. I have friends that have parents that are police. So I understand that not all police are bad. I get that. But just so, I guess the best way to say this is, just like we can't be in their shoes, they can't be in ours, we have to understand that. Like, a white police officer is never going to understand a black woman's point of view and the fear or the anxiousness I feel walking by them. And I'll never understand how they feel walking into a crowded situation that seems like intimidating, that can seem like you're putting yourself in danger, that can seem like something's about to happen. You know, I can't imagine what that anxiousness may feel, what the thought process is behind them pulling out that gun right away. I'm not even gonna pretend like I understand that. What I will say is, there's gotta be a better way. There's just gotta be a better way than taking lives. There's no other way to put it. If we can just, I guess, talk and discuss about better ways to handle situations, whether it be the police officer handling the situation better and the person being arrested handling the situation better, I can't stress this enough, we need to be each other's allies. It's not going to happen if just one party's doing it. It's not going to happen if we just riot and protest all the time. Like, we need to be able to make some actual decisions of change, whether that be like in Camden in Jersey. I think they fired the whole police department and hired new people, and then whoever was good, who they felt was doing things by the book, reapplied and was hired back in. Maybe that's something we could consider. I don't know. I don't have the answers. What I do know is that change needs to happen. And so we're all in this together, and I will continue this. This isn't a one-stop shop. We're going to keep going, keep having this conversation until things change, until things get better. So reach out, let me know how you feel, let me know how some things are going. I'm going to, on my left actually, I'm going to leave up for about a minute some podcasts, nonprofits, shows, donation organizations, just different things that you can right now help. Ways right now that you can help, whether it be learning yourself, learning, watching movies, reading books, whatever, or whether it be donating to an organization that already has a nonprofit established. These are some great ways to start doing that right now. So I'll leave that up for you. And thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week so we can continue this conversation. Thank you.